Hello. Hi, I'm Jamie, Soulshine 1111. Thank you for being here. Oh, it's a little bit different setup for me. Last minute decision to travel. And so for those of you who watched the last video, or plural, because there were two, because I kept dropping my shit, all right, on the plane, I dropped some cards. They're kind of explaining, because I view the world in archetypes. And so for every thing that I see, for every shift of the eye, I get different messages right down to the fucking root of things. Okay, root up. I don't know. But anyway, so I've been under a lot of stress. A lot of things have come to fruition this last couple weeks, especially this last week, and that's encouraged my traveling. And so here I am. So for those of you who did watch that video, those two videos, if I was all over the place, yeah. Anyway, I thank you for watching them. Take what you will and leave what doesn't resonate behind. All right. Anyway, today, you guys, and I did, for those of you who have family on Facebook and like my shit on Facebook, all right, I did this this reading on the shift happening, okay? What and what does it mean? That the downloads. All right, there's two Facebook readings, and the one that I began with was talking about Saturn going direct finally after a really long time, and the portals opening, which I came to believe was going to be on the 11th. All right. I have been receiving a bunch of downloads, and so I'm just gonna, although I said this stuff on Facebook, I'm saying it now on here, okay, for you guys. But there's been even a little shift since then, so I'm starting to see things in a little bit different. Like, for example, that portal opening for that full moon, okay? I originally thought it was going to be opening to guide us into that full moon on the 11th. However, I think that actually, for those of you, some of you may have been feeling it actually a few nights ago, and so I jumped on and talked about that. We had this big storm where I live, and it was pretty wild. But so anyway, let's see where I start. So this is for those of you who didn't watch that video. So we've had that full moon in Aquarius, right? And nothing before that, nothing made sense, perhaps for some of us internally. And so we were struggling, okay? This is the realization occurred differently for everyone because something substantial happened that aided us in becoming more aware of our own bullshit and bullshit from others, right? And a lot of these messages also have been, I feel, very redundant. However, this is really actually what's happening, and so in my opinion, okay. So out of nowhere, like a huge surprise surfacing, and very painful. You can hear the birds in my throat again. You can hear it in the Facebook ones too, and they're appearing as a surprise and painful for sure, but because they're all lessons, loud and clear lessons. The time is here right now for each of us to shift and do things different than we've ever done before, okay? So no more, one of those things is no more relying as much on anyone else, because we're recognizing we only have ourselves. It's only ourselves, okay? So we only have ourselves, and although we've all been saying this for years, okay, now we actually understand it. And now we're ready to act on it rather than just using words. We're actually recognizing a change in our behavior needs to actually back up our words, right? Because it's so easy for us to spout out our mouth and give advice to everybody else and know on a conscious level that we need to follow it, right? However, it's difficult for us too. We're human too, right? So changing our lives in all the wrong way is what we're recognizing, because now we're recognizing all this advice and these words that we've gifted other people. Now we're recognizing, like, we got to match up. We got to fucking own it, right? So this new moon in Virgo that just passed, it was about discovery and breaking through the disillusion, all right? What we're seeing, what we feared, and now we recognize all of those things, what we're seeing through behaviors of others, our own fears, all right, are actually what's holding us back, okay? Through self-reflection, recognizing after reflecting the things that happened and why, okay? And this is leading us into why we're feeling so intensely this change that needs to happen for ourselves, okay? Everybody's different, so everybody's going to be shifting in a different way, okay? But it's for the better. It's for the better. For some of you, you might be feeling this tight in your neck. It's as though head tension, okay, headaches. It's because something is about to happen. The frequency levels are picking up, and the resistance to shift is causing more harm than we may realize, okay? Meaning our anxiety level is raising, all right? The vibrations of what we're getting are guiding us to make that shift. And that is this resistance that we're feeling causing us then also to reflect and recognize and accept so that we can all move forward, okay? Because for a lot, it's trapping. It's a trapping energy, and we're realizing that, right? And so, sorry, I'm at my dad's house and from where I grew up. And so I'm sitting outside. It's beautiful. Side note, it's beautiful. It's humid. I feel like I'm in somebody's mouth. It's different from Oregon and Washington, what I'm used to, but it feels great. I came outside and all like the gardeners were here. I thought there was a house party. I was so confused. And then they cycled out, and then the window cleaners came, and I'm like, why? Why? It's like, and so I waited to come outside and do this so that they could do their work. Now they're kind of cycling out. Anyway, look at this beautiful, I just show you because this is my home, and how it is so beautiful, right? Like, anyway, I don't know. The flowers, everything, it's pretty amazing. So I am happy to be here. I wish those circumstances of why I'm here would be a little bit different, but whatever, this is the shift. You guys, things are so hard right now for so many people. And if I can just encourage us all to keep going, okay? Keep going. A lot of us, like I just said, feel trapped and we feel stuck, and lives are shifting, and because of this shift, it's so hard that some people, it's so heavy that some people aren't gonna make it. But we need to all help each other. We all need to help each other, but in a way different than the past, in that we need to take care of ourselves, and that's helping each other. Because the more that we help ourselves, the more that energy is contagious and picked up, and it's so beautiful, okay? Because there's a solar storm. We're amongst all these solar storms that just keep coming in, and these waves keep coming in, and we're having this issue with refusing to let go of old habits. The desire to act fast for us all is upon us, but we don't know always where to act fast, okay? But we can feel this difference in the vibration, okay? It's holding the rest of us back when we hold ourselves back. So keep strong. I can't encourage you guys enough to keep strong. Allow yourselves to take the time to hermit up. All right, we are in Virgo season. That is the Virgo card, Hermit. All right, so dive within. Go within. Whatever, when you feel like you're about to fall back, reach out. All right, reach out to yourself, the deep, deep self, and reach out to a close friend. All right, if you want a reading, please reach out to me. All right, if you're interested and you like my style, I'd love to support you and help you in any way that I can. Okay, and so right now, what these energies are doing as we reflect, encouraging us to reflect back, and these solar storms and the full moon cycles and the new moon and all of these things and these portals, the universe is guiding us to reverse old patterns and our belief systems, encouraging us to collapse those out, the old programming, close out that shit, okay, for the betterment of us all, for the betterment more so for you, okay, on your own individual journey, okay? Don't dive back too much. Yes, that's going to happen. It's meant to, so that we can close it. Those happen. That dive back happens. I think we're kind of past that energy for the most part. But if you have noticed in this last week, like this dive back into old habits, that had to happen to gain more awareness and trust our instincts, right? Listen to our body and what's it saying when we do dive back. You might be having these piercing tensions in the neck, the head, the weight on the shoulders, right? All heavy in the heart for those doing their internal work, okay? And so you might see a lot of swaying of the trees from heavy winds picking up, okay? Large waves if you're near the ocean. Currently, maybe you feel large blasts of energy from those close to you, all right? And this is all bringing up fear that we need to face, okay? And so this second moon cycle is about to end. It's coming to a close. Saturn goes direct on September 19th, and after that, then we begin our third moon cycle, and that begins on September 20th, okay? And so also, happy birthday, Virgs. Happy birthday. I hope it's been a good month for you, okay? So anyway, as these moon cycle shifts, these currents are felt, that vibration, the raise in frequency to draw back and feel the lower, and then this back and forth fluctuation, all right? Be aware, because these are actually your heart implanting these seeds that you have already been planted, and now they're coming to fruition on a conscious level, okay? So if you want to say something to somebody, or you want to, and it may not be super thoughtful, okay, be mindful of your words, be mindful of our actions. We are in a time right now where people take things to heart. It's that heavy energy that is felt, okay? So really be conscious of your behavior, be mindful of your words, because words we can't take back, okay? There'll be a strong, this is all happening because we internally desire this strong feeling of stability, which is going to help come to fruition on this full moon coming in on Friday the 13th. I believe the full moon is in Pisces, okay? And that full moon portal, I was feeling like it was going to open on September 11th, which is tomorrow, but I feel like for the majority of us, or at least some of us, we could already feel that wave opening a few nights ago. And so yeah. And this is all reminding us to clear space, okay? We need to clear space, release things, work through our bullshit to now clear space for new things, okay? For the better, okay? Closing out the bullshit, what's intended in our soul contracts to now leave behind and walk away from and grow from, okay? So we've got a solar eclipse coming in December. I want to say around mid to late December, okay? And we can't give away, we're recognizing, in our energy in the ways that we used to, okay? Just like we're ruining our oceans, all right, and our land with our trash, metaphorically and tangibly, we're ruining humanity by individually holding ourselves back, all right? Let that be a metaphor, because that's the root to our breakdown. That's where our restart and our rebirth for new, fresh, healthier things begin, okay? So we've got this energy waves coming in, these portals opening, okay, for new, helping us reboot and refresh. And we've also had that divine feminine year begin on July 31st. So for the divine feminine, we are fucking raising. And so fast it's happening that we're having a hard time keeping up, okay? Which then lead us back into old cycles, perhaps. However, these cycles are leading back to teach us lessons, just like everybody else. And the masculine energy is also feeling this, okay? And when I say divine feminine energy and divine masculine energy, it's like all of us have both energies within ourselves. So for the male, actual gender-wise male, they're connecting now with that their own feminine energy, and that part is rising, and now, and that's been happening since the 31st, and now the divine masculine energy within us all is starting to rise. And so we're going to feel this this balance soon, okay, and equaling out, okay? And I mentioned something too about this photon belt. I don't even I haven't had time to look, but what that is even. But these, it has to do with the sun. I'm getting, okay, these activations of the sun cycle. Okay, and it's I know it has to do with alignment. Okay, it's a transition to our higher self. All right, and it has to do with the electromagnetic fields. Okay, meeting or becoming like merging. So our timelines perhaps merging, almost like a car crash, if you will. I knock on wood. Where's fucking wood? I had to find some wood. Here's some wood. All right. I no longer lift I can't let everything go. My friend was laughing at me yesterday. I can't always just let shit go, all right? But I have stopped since high school, lifting my feet over railroad tracks, and I've stopped screaming under tunnels, okay? But I do hold on to the knocking on wood. We can't all shift immediately, all right? It's whatever. Anyway. Whereas this happens, all right, and this merging of timelines, I'm hearing the golden age. And I feel like perhaps this is what we're beginning, if we haven't already entered, all right, to enter. I get a better understanding now of what Earth knew of this new Earth and what that actually means, okay? And as time goes on, again, also, as I get more downloads about this photon belt, if I do, I will let you know what that actually is. I just haven't even had time to look it up. I don't even know if it's a thing, all right? Just go with it here, okay? Because we're all energy, right? And so we have felt the anxiety of the world picking up within ourselves. And that's all happening and having a serious effect on us, okay? Our humanity can't, it's happening so fast that we can't keep up. For some of us, okay? And that's why these fallbacks, and those are the lessons. When we fall back to not, that's the closing out of cycles that we know don't serve us, okay? So typically when anything collides, back to this car crash, like metaphor, okay? We know that when typically that happens, it can explode, okay? So, and it can have a serious, like upon impact, it can have serious repercussions. All right, well, this is kind of that same feeling, the same energy, the oceans, for example, right? It's because of us that we're trashing it. Well, it's also because of us that we're trashing our own humanity. So it's time to fucking take a stand and admit it, accept it, and now move forward with our words and behavior and shift in a healthier way to do something now about it. For ourselves first, for the world second, okay, each other. And regardless, okay, for the time being, I feel as though this is now, as we reflect, raising us through dimensions, all right? The 3D dimension isn't gonna be withstanding a lot longer. And so we're being forced to move forward, all right, to a higher level of consciousness. And it's happening fast, all right? Past lives may be surfacing, insight to your past lives as this happens, okay? Remembering things we'd put blockages up to protect ourselves because of the ego, right? These are all surfacing. And I've told people I don't remember things, you know, and it's because I put blockages. But we all have the ability when we tap internal to remember all of these things that we made blocks to. We still all have that, and we're getting back to that. But that's fearful to go back and view things for what they are. Okay, our own mess. Okay, this is a transition into prosperity, you guys. A complete overhaul. I've said this before, all right, in past readings, but that's what's happening. So grasp it, hold it tight, love yourself. Take the time for you to better you, all right? That's where I'm going to leave this for this part. And now we're gonna There's my downloads. And now we are going to dive into a little bit of a card drop. Okay, let's do some reading. Let's drop some cards. I only brought 6 decks with me, you guys. I could only bring a backpack on the plane. And so that's what I could fit. So over my clothes, my couple outfits, there's cards. And so that was the weight of my backpack. It was kind of funny. So let's get an overall energy, okay? For all of us. I'm going to cleanse this deck, angels. Please use me as a clear channel for overall energy. What can you share with me for overall energy, all right? And for those of you who have not found me on Facebook, please find me there for more in-depth about the universal shift, all right, the planetary shifts. And find me there. You can also find me on Instagram, and you can book your own reading and check out my website at soulshine1111.com, okay? Overall energy, let me call on my spirits, spirit guides, my committee, angels above, those who can see, hear, and know what I don't. I ask that you please use me as a clear channel. Overall energy, please no reversals unless otherwise guided. Thank you. Thank you. Overall energy for overall population, please, angels. What can you share with me? Oh, there we go. All right. Dedication to self-love and focus. Having more focus than perhaps you've had previously, okay? You're diving deep. Almost like can't look people in the face, okay? Because of all the growth and all the reflection, okay? And so this is 24. This is a 6, unconditional love, a transition, accepting responsibility, all right? Seeing things for what they are through the eyes of other people, and more so for yourself, okay? Overall, bottom of the deck, energy for the card that dropped is the Green Man. 34, initiative, fertilization, and taking action. That crown chakra is opening, the third eye is opening, and you're staring shit now in the face. See the difference in these? Okay, all about growth and transition. So there's a couple different things I'm picking up about these energies. One, around certain people, you can't even look in the face. And others, all right, including yourself, is like, that's all you can do is stare them in the eyes. Be honest, right? Taking the initiative and now moving forward with action to cleanse out what didn't serve us in the past. All right, that's that fallback. Perhaps also that growth, okay? And so this is 34. This is number 7. So this is lack, a spiritual growth, basically, is what I'm getting as we take responsibility. All right, and we're doing so with so much more focus than we ever had. But it's hard to admit things that we don't want to see. Those blockages, right? What we don't want to remember, but we have the ability to remember when we do the internal work and dive deep. All right, let's see. Let's get overall storyline here. Okay, I'm going to use these. All right. All right. Cleanse this deck, my angels. Use me as a clear channel. Overall energy and storyline for the general population. What can you share with me about this? About where we're at? Thank you. All right, cutting the deck. I'm being guided to do so. I'm going to. No reverse, or actually, I am going to take reversals with this deck. So just however the cards may fall, committee, please share with us. Overall energy and storyline. Okay, let's get like maybe 3 or 4 more. Okay, yep, let's keep going. Keep going. Shit. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's what I'm going to take. Let's see where we're at. So, okay, I'm going to move these out of the way a little bit. I'm going to keep them there to be reminded. Wow. Here we go. Here we go, guys. All right. First out, King of Swords, communication. All right. Being resistant to communicating. However, the only reason we're being resistant is because in the past, maybe we weren't communicating wisely. Okay, all right, and so the King of Swords is popping in. That's your air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Again, with these reading and anything that I said previously, grain of salt. All right, but this King of Swords is sitting in this throne, is kind of like that rise, right? And it doesn't have to be a man. It doesn't have to be a woman. It could be, it's going to be one or the other perhaps, all right? Maybe. But what I'm saying here is it's just an energy, okay? It's knowing we need to communicate, and perhaps that internal dive deep to now communicate in a healthier way than we have, all right? So that, next out, this is the Five of Pentacles. We want to communicate in a way that's different from how we have, because how we have communicated, what I'm getting here, is led us on a dark path. It's not, the choices of wording and shit just has maybe worked against us, okay? And so we're recognizing that. And then also with that dark energy, when we aren't communicating to our highest and best ability and being mindful about it from the heart, speaking from the heart, we are unable. This is out next, the Four of Cups. We're looking down, and because of that, we are, in the past, have trapped ourselves in the dark, right? Because this is what it looks like upright. Let me show you. Okay, but it's in reverse. And so this isn't. Walking through the dark and being mindful, not being mindful of our words and behaviors, kept us from looking down, okay? Kept us from looking up to see all the beautiful offering of love coming towards us, and focusing on the three cups here that perhaps didn't serve us, okay? And so what has this done now, this energy, as we dedicate our lives to our actual self now, and taking that initiative, it has left us in the dark to stare also on those three cups now, because now we're recognizing, see they're upright here, now as the King of Swords, oh shit, okay, we are recognizing the three cups that have spilled, and in actuality the beautiful things that we didn't allow ourselves to see, because we're so focused on what was, that wasn't meant for us, okay? And what has guided us to stay stuck and focusing on those three cups versus the gifts in front of us, all right? Also, this is the earth energies, so this could be significant for earth energies, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, all right? And this could also have to do with finances, all right? This could have to do with internal conflict. Which is also what kept us from looking up to the beauty, right, behind us, okay? And we're also awakening, so that makes a difference, and we can see things on our spiritual journey that we didn't see before because we were stuck in this devil energy, our shadow self, all right? But this is in reverse, so we see it now. This is good. This is good. We see, though, this came out in reverse, but I'm going to show you what it looks like, what our actions have actually done to everybody. For some, this could be third-party energies. If you're in a marriage or relationships or something at work and have like a partner, this is like screwing people over, but it's in reverse. You recognize it, and now through the King, okay, and thinking and being mindful with your thoughts and behavior first and communication, these swords, we're ready now with a shift to drop that shit. The swords are falling out, and for what? The rise of the sun. The divine masculine. This is the masculine energy, all right? The feminine energy, this is what I talked about in the beginning, the feminine energy is already on the rise. And now, the masculine, if we do our internal work and recognize all the things, now, overall energy of the cards of the storyline that just dropped, we can rise. Ha! I love it. Let's see, okay, what we can work on internally of our issues, all right? Cleanse this deck, my angels. What can we do? What kind of insight can you give us so that we can all work towards, all right? Thank you. Just a few cards, please. What can we work towards releasing as we all internally rise the masculine energy within ourselves, feminine or not? Okay, here we go. Or masculine or not. It's just an energy, okay? Let's get a couple more. Thank you, angels. Oh, no reversals unless otherwise guided. Thank you. Okay. Beautiful. Wow. Okay. Wow. You guys, this is amazing. So, remember I mentioned that crown chakra is opening, okay, for us all. And it's allowing us to see the rejection from others and the rejection from ourselves to ourselves that's held us back and maybe kept us in that devil energy and with the inability to see the actual beauty that was before us out of love. Okay, and so for some of you, this could be this rejection is kept us from our own talents. Okay, because it holds us back. It's stifling. It's trapping. All right, we hear all these people tell us what we should do when really we already on a subconscious level perhaps know what we should do, but it's so much easier to listen and take advice from other people, and now we're recognizing that we need to just do this for ourselves, because taking advice from other people perhaps isn't always in our benefit, okay? Because everybody has their own perspective and everybody has their own desire, and not all of us, and a lot of us are driven from the ego. Well, we all are to some extent, but we're recognizing that maybe this advice was given to us for the other person's benefit, to keep us perhaps in that level of that lower level vibration. And now you're recognizing it, right? You're recognizing your own talents and what has been lost, okay, because of feeling rejected. And but a lot of this also I'm hearing is rejecting ourselves, okay? But now we're on this quest, and so we can work on our rejection, that energy, things that make us feel sad and break our hearts, okay? We can recognize this, accept it for what it is, and now, right? Instead of staying in the dark, because this was in reverse, we're going to move forward and communicate with light and self-respect out of self-love for those other people in our lives, okay? On a quest, throat chakra, communication. All right, working towards a path of enlightenment for yourselves. All right, and then therefore the breakdown, everybody else. Okay, we know that there can be growth. We know we want to help others. It's a natural desire is to help others, but because of this rejection, okay, we're recognizing as our crown chakra opens that communication is actually key. And so where we didn't want to communicate before, we are recognizing that we have to, or else we're not going to see the beauty behind us, okay? We have to look up. We have to look up, okay? And have faith. This is that third eye. It's so fucking hard. That's that tension energy that I was talking about through the intuitive guidance in the beginning of this video. Have faith. This is that third eye opening. All right, luck and choices are before us. I feel like, okay, there's a cup of love, there's a cup of, bullshit, and this woman is holding the earth, and we're being guided by the universe, or God, however this may resonate with you, we're recognizing, okay, the beauty before us now, okay, that we can all be leaders and be so out of love if we go within and hermit up, work through our problems. All right, and what that does, overall energy. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Overall energy for these three cards. I'm going to keep it. It did come up in reverse because I do still feel that there's resistance, despondence in reverse. There's resistance to awakening because then we have to now face our own bullshit. Okay, it's so hard. But look, if we turn it around, look at all the growth that can happen. All right, and bottom of the deck, and then I lifted this deck up, and this was the one card that stayed behind. I didn't pull it up. Recovery. Don't resist your recovery because only we hold the key to our own recovery. It's out there. All right, let's get a little bit of clarification, angels, on this rejection. All right, let's get a little, what are we feeling? Rejection. Angels, princess. What do we give it a little bit of a story light? Can I get some clarification on the rejection card and the despondence in reverse? Yeah, this came out in reverse. This is the Ace of Cups. This is what it looks like upright. Cup overfloweth, right? And this is love. So this is your, this is cup. So it's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and we are just getting ready to enter the full moon in Pisces. All right, in doing so, this was in reverse, and so this is resistance to our own beginning. All right, why are we feeling rejected? Well, the love perhaps that has come to us in the past was not fulfilling. It left us feeling painful. It felt pain. It kept us feeling hurt. Okay, and it has then kept us from seeing the beauty of what could be if this was upright. A cup overfloweth. For ourselves, out of love, our rise. We're resisting. So get past that rejection. Okay, for some of us, his resistance in those personal talents. Resistance in recognizing our own light. Okay, when the ace pops up, this is also about a fresh start, a new beginning, but we're resistant to it because of the rejection, okay? Knight of Cups, bottom of the deck energy too. And this is also keeping us, this was clarification also for that despondency, all right? It has to do with grief. It has to do with things that have hurt us in the past, right? And bottom of the deck energy for the clarification here is the Knight of Cups. So this is the Ace of Cups. We've recognized what has made us feel rejected, how we've rejected others through the breaking of hearts that in turn also then in the end, because we were refusing to look up, breaks our own heart. Okay, and now coming forward out of love and with that Knight of Cups. Okay, beautiful energy because we are now recognizing our own abilities and capabilities and this initiative that we're taking now and the desire for a more stable start for ourselves, a new life, fertilization, all right, a rebirth. Beautiful. Let's get to how this is making us feel. How is it? Let's get some energy about feelings, please. How are we feeling emotionally, or what? Any insight, please, angels? Okay. Oh, there's that grief. Okay, I'm going to take it. All right, this is that sacral, and we're recognizing this for our own health now. We cannot hold ourselves any back, and we're going to persevere. I know that's what we want to do. We need stability in our world, and this is now about to happen. Like we're off. The more and more that we go internal, the more and more we can accept it, and then move forward with discipline. Okay, third eye chakra. Staying disciplined, all right? And this is in reverse, pride in reverse, working to do what we can to release our ego, because we now know it has holding on to the ego self, all right? For justification, really, our own justification of our own bullshit, we've got to drop our ego, okay, for our own health. It matters, all right? I'm being guided to, and also, we are recognizing that anything we set our minds to, we actually can do it. We actually physically, emotionally, and mentally can be better. Oh my God, that just flew out. Self-worth was at the bottom in reverse, okay? And we're not recognizing it. But as we release the shit, boom, we will, all right? And we can release that grief that we hold in our heart, all right? I'm going to just grab... So persevere. This is all happening for us to be reminded of our higher self. All right. We have the ability to persevere, to move forward in beauty for ourselves as we recognize that we are beautiful. Okay. I love that. I'm going to leave you guys with a oracle guidance, please, angels. Thank you. What kind of insight can you leave us with for guidance, angels? Thank you. Oracle guidance. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to take them all. That's a lot. All right. Be bold and make the first move, okay, of all the bullshit. All right. Recognizing it. This is that cardinal energy, okay? And recognize that as you recognize and reflect and accept your past, that confidence is our own key to success, okay? What else? Nothing will come of a situation if you don't recognize that where you've been, perhaps with this devil energy. Where's that? All right. And here, because it is in reverse, so this makes sense. That devil energy, all right, that breaking of hearts, including ourselves, our own, All right? Nothing's going to come of that situation that's be good. It's going to keep us trapped in these cycles that we are meant to release, okay? Because it's not sustainable anymore. Our health is what matters, and we're realizing that, okay? All right? And so to further dive deep, for those of you who don't meditate, all right, this is saying, the angels are saying, do. Take on a new activity. This doesn't have to be yoga. This doesn't have to do with any of that. It can be literally diving back in and recognizing your talents for what they are and going in it hardcore to show the world the real you finally, okay? Dropping, this is the full moon in Aquarius, releasing and dumping out the old shit to feel better, all right? So believe in the impossible, okay? It's all happening. You are fucking good enough. The angels really want you to know that. This is the full moon in Virgo, okay? And so just really know that you've got this, and a new start is coming. We already can feel this. This is all over the board here, okay? So the energy, as we work through our shit and become more dedicated to ourselves and our own self-love and release that ego, then the more the energy is gaining momentum, okay? And we can feel this, all right? And the beauty. So take the time to heal. This is a time for healing, and it's difficult because it feels like maybe we aren't getting anywhere, but nothing is set in stone. You do not have to stay trapped where you were. In 5 minutes from now, Alan Watts says this, you don't even have to be the same person you were 5 minutes ago. You don't have to. So take accountability for yourself to move forward. And what? And why? Oh my gosh. Oh shit. Your commitment is being tested. To yourself, for your own growth. Your commitment is being tested. I lifted up that deck to share with you that card, the bottom of the deck, overall energy of your commitment being tested, all right? And this stayed behind. It's time to release negativity. So do it. Stay disciplined, work through your grief, that despondency, all right? That low energy vibration and frequency level. Release it for your own growth. Why? Because we're rising, all right? We're rising, and it's beautiful. So stay dedicated for yourself and therefore then others. All right, that's what I'm going to leave you with today. I am so grateful to be here, you guys. I'm so grateful you're all here. Thank you. Breathe deep. Know this shift is for the better, all right? And until next time, you guys, be love, be together. Thanks for being here. Go grow.